All right, welcome back to Despot.
What do we do on Despot?
Review movies. And today we're reviewing Transformers: Rise of the Beast.
And we're going to be answering the question, is this Pete Davidson's best movie? And much more during this whole video.
As always, we're going to be doing a spoiler and non-spoiler review, so I don't want to hear any complaining down below in the comments.
All right, well, let's get into the letter grade.
This was the main issue on the Twitterverse, right? The audience versus the critics.
Yep. So the movie opened up with 100%, which I was surprised about.
Audience score.
Audience score, yes. Audience score was 100%.
Let me check the Rotten. Oh, I have a picture of it here. You know why I have a picture of it?
Is it a recent picture though?
Yeah, I took it this morning.
Okay.
It's dropped down to 88% audience score. After
Which is still pretty good.
Yeah, that's great. 54% critics, which is rotten. Like that's considered rotten.
I did see a thing that says this is one of the highest critic ratings for the Transformers series, except for one movie.
I do want to bring up Cinema Score, just to compare it to our scores later on. Gave it an A-.
Yeah.
That's what Cinema Score gave it. What do you give it, Angel?
I give it a B+.
Damn, that's high. What about you?
I give it a B+.
Maybe I'm in the wrong, but go ahead.
By the sounds of it, it sounds like you're in the wrong. I am also going to give it a B+.
Yeah. I feel like you lack taste sometimes.
No. I'm gonna bring up I'm gonna bring up every reason why it sucked. I gave it a C. Second worst movie of the year.
Not even close.
Yes, 100%.
I would not give it a C.
Look, guys,
movie.
I'm so happy that we all have different. Well, I'm different from y'all because the amount of shit talking that I'm gonna do on this movie is gonna be great. But I do want to talk because it had great moments.
That's funny because he gave Spider-Verse whatever the fuck
an A+.
Yeah,
and then he gives Transformers this.
Yeah.
No.
Yo, 100%. If you think Spider-Verse is worse than this movie,
yes,
I'm going to put that on Twitter. You guys are going to get roasted.
MVP.
Yeah, MVP of the movie.
I think I'm going to have to give it to Pete Davidson. Mirage.
Pete Davidson?
I'm glad you gave it to him because I'm going to give it to Anthony Ramos for Noah.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to Anthony Ramos too. It's hard to give it to a voice actor.
I was going to give it to Mirage, but since he gave it to him, I was like, you know what? I'm okay with giving the flowers to Noah as well.
Yeah, I give him to Noah as well.
I really did enjoy Noah's character.
This movie, the reason why I didn't get a D and Behind 65 was because the two lead actors really stepped it up. They really transformed the movie.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Apart from that, even the editing sucks so bad with the way they cut two scenes and everything. That 1 second they were running and they cut away and they're running in a whole different spot than they were at. And that just took away so much from them. Like, they did that constantly throughout the movie.
My only gripe as far as like that goes, and I don't know if it was just my theater was weird or something, the movie seemed dim. There was no brightness to the screen.
No, that's Transformer movies. That's like Michael Bay.
We need to get you a gripe shirt. My only gripe.
I like that.
But
no,
I don't know.
Michael Bay.
He didn't direct this movie, but that's like his thing. Like, it's the very dull movie. It's not bright. It's not the saturation.
I think when it was at night, it was a little darker than it needed to be. But
no, I'm talking about like the whole movie. I think it might have just been my theater because
it might have just been your theater. I went to that.
I love this is the theater segment for people that don't know.
AMC laser thing that I guess.
Oh yeah,
that we talked about.
Never been to. I guess.
Yeah.
No, we have probably.
Have we?
Maybe.
I don't know.
We watched a lot of movies.
We watched a lot of movies. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was kind of hoping the bass would be a little bit deeper, but
I mean, I had a great theater experience because I was the only person in my row, and it wasn't packed, but like there was people there, you know. And I was like,
so I was at the top row of mine, and there was it was just me and a couple. Like in the middle,
the only two people in the whole theater.
And
you sat right next to them?
No, they were cheering the whole time. Like legit clapping and like, yeah, let's go. And I was like,
no, I hate that.
Like, dude, I was like, I've never seen anybody do that in any movie ever.
Yeah, the only time I've ever seen people clap and cheer is when I went to go see the Spider-Man movie. Yeah, people were cheering and clapping and they were like, oh, hey, there he is. And
yeah, but like, I understand doing it like at the end of the movie. You applaud, like whatever.
I still don't like that either.
You know, an Endgame where he lifts the hammer.
Yeah.
Like that is worthy of it. But like the whole movie.
The box office though, it did make 8 million preview nights. I don't think it's gonna recoup enough money for it to be a success.
What was the budget for this movie?
I want to say it's high, but I can look it up.
I think it's high too, just because of all the CGI.
I will bring up that this movie looked better than the Bumblebee movie.
You think so?
which
Yeah.
is
As far as like the styling of the
The
Transformers, go?
styling and everything.
I
because
did too.
because the Bumblebee movie looked, I want to say like cartoonish.
Yes.
With the style of the
That they
Autobots
went
and
with,
Transformers
yeah.
and everything, and this
Yeah.
one reminded me of like Michael Bay's versions of.
this
Yeah.
is why I can't trust y'all, because Bumblebee was way better than Rise of Beasts.
You only say that because
It is.
you're a horn dog for Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
yeah, and she's great in the movie.
I love her too, but that doesn't make the movie great.
200 million.
200 million is the budget. Wow, that's
So
kind of
they
low.
have to make like
That's a lot.
400, 500
That's-
maybe.
I honestly thought it'd be more than that. I thought it'd be closer.
plus marketing.
Obviously, I don't think this movie's gonna hit $1 billion.
No,
It's not even
bro,
close,
half
obviously
a
not.
billion, bro. We gotta be 400 million. I think
450.
So-
I'm shooting for 450.
to just compare to the MCU, Shang-Chi's like 400 million. Thor, I'm talking like domestic, not even worldwide.
yeah.
Thor, I think 300, 400 around there.
Do you think we've been oversaturated with Transformers movies?
No, I think we need better movies from Transformers. That's what we need.
Well, that's the thing. We just keep getting them out and out and out.
It's
But
just-
it's at a
No,
point where it's
you're-
too many of them, and people are like,
You can say that about Marvel movies.
no.
No, the thing is the quality. The answer between Transformers and Marvel is quality. I don't think because there's only been 6 movies, 7 movies
This is the seventh.
And-
This is gonna be the 7th one.
over the span of like 15 years, right? 2007 or what came out the first
Yeah,
Transformers? The
yeah,
Shadow
Yeah,
Buck?
15-7.
Pacing was alright. I never felt bored watching the movie.
I didn't either.
You guys are crazy,
I never
bro.
felt bored watching the movie.
I never felt bored. I went by myself, and
You went pretty late too.
the movie started just before 11 p.m.
Yeah, mine started like 8:30, and it was a 2-hour long movie.
I guess what took me out of it was the editing, because the cutaways were really jarring, and honestly, I noticed a lot.
I think just maybe because I enjoy the Transformer movies.
Yeah.
I never really noticed that.
Well, I enjoy the Transformer movies too, man. But there's things about spoilers that I want to talk about that really pissed me off, because the story was really bad, and I just hate how this is not a spoiler. I hate how this is connected to the Transformer movies from Michael Bay in the future. So does that make sense? Like you
That
already know what's
reminds me
gonna
of
happen.
what I was gonna say, but it's a spoiler, so let's continue.
Okay.
I just got it in my head. We're good.
Since we want to talk about spoilers already, let's just get right into it.
No, baby, because
No,
we
'cause
have to
this
talk
video
about
is-
the sponsor of this video, baby.
That's Pub.
That's us.
Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with your Mima. We're halfway through the year. We're about to hit our 1-year anniversary, so it would mean a lot to us if you guys click that like button down below.
A 1-year anniversary and 100th video coming up.
100th
100th
video.
video next week.
The
And
Flash of all movies.
join the community, Death Poppers, because we would love to have y'all here. Honestly, all I want is for y'all to comment, because I just want to comment back and say what's up. And that brings us to the spoiler zone.
Wait. You know, since we're kind of fresh on that topic that you brought it up, is this movie connected to the Michael Bay movies?
I don't know,
So
man.
the evidence points to yes, right?
Well, yeah, kind of, but like
a very loosely yes.
it would make it a better film if it wasn't. 100%.
I
Yes,
agree.
it would make it a better film if it wasn't.
I'm
Yeah, it
okay
needs
with
to,
Bumblebee being connected to this movie, because that's set more in the past, and they bring it up kind of in the movie.
Yeah,
but
so they bring it up in the movie, and that confused me. In this movie, Optimus says,
I know you had your friend, but
yeah, he's like,
humans
I
are
know you
bad."
had your friend and you trusted in her or whatever. So do you think he was talking about Haley Steinfeld?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, who else?
So then that movie is connected to the future.
When we bring up loosely, I want to say they're all connected in some sort of weird fucked up timeline.
So you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the X-Men timeline,
That one's fucked up too.
where, you know, you have the Days of Future Past and
Bro, my head is hurting now thinking about all these timelines.
like
It's because that's how confusing.
That's
it
how
is.
confusing
That's
it is. It's just, like,
it's confusing, but I mean,
that's
So-
what it reminds me of, the X-Men timeline.
Do you guys miss the Michael Bay movies, or do you guys are happy that he had nothing to do with this movie?
I kind of miss the Michael Bay movies because it's like the Fast X movies.
I want to say it'd be nice to have if he had like some input in it. But I mean, and then again, you don't want to like two directors like big name.
There were some Michael Bay-esque shots in this movie. I don't know if you guys
like the
remember.
explosions and stuff.
Yeah, so I was going to talk about that. That's also why I didn't like the movie, because so they're fighting in the museum, right? And Scourge, right? So Scourge comes up, and just randomly there's an explosion behind him. Like for introduction, right?
Like,
You remember that?
yeah,
Like he's
yeah.
just walking up, and then there's just a random explosion behind him.
Well, it was during like a fighting scene, but there was no reason for there to be an explosion.
Explosion.
behind him.
Because
Yes.
there wasn't anything behind
It
him.
was really
Yeah.
random, and in my head I'm like, bro, like what are we doing?
I think it was just more of a show of him being like
No,
top
I-
dog.
I
I guess.
mean,
I mean, but
I
it
understand
just
it.
doesn't make sense.
I'm just letting you guys know that, like, I get why you guys liked it because it was entertaining, but for me, the technical aspect of the movie matters. And for me, like, they had so many of those mistakes where I just kept noticing. I was like, what is this movie about? Like, what are we doing? At least like keep.
See,
it
like
straight.
I'm holding this movie to the same criteria I held Fast X, to where I don't watch this movie for the plot.
No, bro.
I don't
But
watch
at least
this movie.
Fast X like was way better with the way they did their action sequences.
And you know what's crazy is I think they were both distributed by the same person, Paramount, which is, you know.
Oh, are they?
I think so. I don't quote me
Universal?
on that. No, you're right. Wait, I don't
Universal's
know.
Fast and
Oh,
Furious.
I
Don't
googled it.
quote
I
me.
googled it. Universal sometimes distributes the movies. Sometimes they don't. It
Sometimes
depends.
that's
Yeah.
how they feel like.
Yeah. which begs the question. I have it on here. The G.I. Joe crossover. This is a major spoiler.
Major spoiler.
Major
Well, I just
spoiler.
want to
Bring it
say
up a little alarm. Beep, 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 beep. Major spoiler.
I do.
We're gonna start doing that for major spoilers. He's gonna pretend to hit the button.
Okay, hold on. Before, like, since we're talking about the timeline, what timeline is the G.I. Joe movies in? Or are those not going to be connected to
That's
this?
dude. That's just another.
Well, that's what I'm gonna bring up.
It's
but
another
let
can
me-
of worms.
Okay.
but
No.
yes,
I do think they have the wrong crossover because I get it. G.I. Joe, Hasbro, it's all connected
Yeah,
and everything.
yeah.
But the real crossover should have been with Fast 10, with the Fast and Furious franchise, bro. Cars, imagine Dom Toretto driving Optimus Prime down the road, bro. Like, how cool would that be?
I would not mind.
I don't
that,
think
but
he would. I
know.
don't think he would drive Optimus Prime unless Optimus turned into a Charger.
No, but that's true. I mean, he could, but
I mean, I guess he could drive
could.
Bumblebee, but I mean,
But it'd
I
be
still don't
even
think-
cooler because I don't know if you guys remember, but Idris Elba had like the superhuman strength and all that in that one movie with the
Yeah,
suit.
the Hobbs and Shaw.
So
Oh,
you know how they
yeah.
gave the suit to Noah? Like it would
Yes.
be like, amazing to see Dom Toretto since he's always wanted to be like a superhero like that. Just put on a suit.
That movie
Go crazy
would,
for that.
That movie would destroy the box office.
It would 100%. That's why I
You
think
think so?
Easy $1 billion movie.
the only reason why I don't think G.I. Joe was the right crossover is because it's not a big it's a big.
It hasn't been relevant.
I feel like they've messed up G.I. Joe so much that it's just hard to bring them in, especially with Transformers. They do cross over in the comics, but like in the movies,
I feel like it's gonna be harder to convey it.
I think
in
this is.
movie
I
form.
think it's gonna blow up in Hasbro's face.
if you do G.I. Joe, bring back
Channing
Golding.
Tatum?
No, the last G.I. Joe. I enjoyed the last G.I. Joe movie, the one with
Snake Eyes. That's
Snake-
the name of the movie.
Yeah, where my God, I forgot. Okay, I'm gonna spoil G.I. Joe, whatever. What was it called? Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes.
Yeah,
It was just a
the
Snake
last
Eyes
one,
origin.
yeah, it was just a snake. Yeah.
And I really loved it because I don't know anything about G.I. Joe, but the good guy became the bad guy at the end or whatever. Oh my God, loved it.
That movie's confusing
Friends
because
Enemies?
they give you a Snake Eyes origin in the G.I. Joe movies.
Yeah.
In
No.
the two movies.
But that's a reboot, pretty much.
Yeah, it's
Oh, I
pretty
know,
much a
but I
reboot.
mean-
Yeah.
But
so
this-
is it gonna go off that universe,
what
or is it
I'm
gonna go
saying.
off the original movies with
Because this is from
Channing
the
Tatum
80s.
and whatever his face is?
No, I don't think Channing
Oh.
Tatum's ever coming
No.
back.
Yeah, he's not. I don't
No,
think
no, no. But is that the original movies, or is there some that go further back?
Well, there's some that go further back, but they're animated.
I'm talking about the
Oh, okay, so
original
like-
Snake Eye
yeah.
movies with Henry Golding. Henry Gold.
Yes, Henry Gold. I think that's his name. Or sorry if we messed up your name. If you just happen to watch these.
Adolfo always messes up people's names.
No, because I don't know.
Did
their
they
name.
clap in your theater when the G.I. Joe part came up?
No, the girl next to me did.
She was like,
Her and
"Oh
her
my God,
boyfriend.
G.I.
Yeah,
Joe!"
She was like,
like-
"Oh my God, that's crazy!" And I was like, "I guess."
When
like,
I said, dude,
like,
That's funny because when I was leaving the theater, I want to say kids because they look younger than me, but
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
like teens.
Yeah.
I always call
they're-
people kids, no matter
yeah,
what.
And then I'm only 25. And like, yeah, those kids over there, they're like my age. But
Only.
we were leaving the theater, and they were like, G.I. Joe, what the heck? I don't like that. That ruined the movie for me. I was like, what the hell?
I mean, it ruined the movie for me because I don't see a clear. Because what is Noah doing with it? First of all, what's Noah doing with the G.I. Joe, right? Like,
That's what confused me too. Like, I thought they were gonna bring up the.
So apparently he had applied for like a security job, and then
At the
it was-
beginning, yeah.
and then it was more than it. No, like that for the G.I.
Oh,
Joe.
okay.
thing.
he was in a meat processing place, no?
Yeah, it was like a meat processing
yeah,
plant.
kinda
Well, I
weird.
get it. He's in the army. Like they brought that up. Like he's been in the army.
He
so,
was dishonorably discharged from what
Hector.
from what they went off of.
I don't know, bro. The whole G.I. Joe thing was a little
So
weird.
let me ask you this: do you think we need a G.I. Joe like solo movie before we get a crossover?
We did. We had Snake Eyes.
Oh, see, like
Yeah, but I mean
forgot.
that's just a Snake Eyes. We need them to like. I feel like we need to reintroduce
G.I. Joe.
I
like,
guess
as
the
an
G.I.
organization.
Joes.
I guess for me, I'm not as familiar with G.I. Joe, and that's why I'm not that excited.
I'm not really familiar with them.
I'm not
besides
either. I'll be honest,
The
I'm
two
not.
movies that they made way back when in like
2010.
Yeah, they were okay at best.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I agree. I mean, I grew up with Transformers. I grew up with the shows.
We
and
also
all
need
that.
to know timeline of GI Joe we're gonna go with, and if we're gonna go with the older movies, then we need to bring back
Channing Tatum. I don't think
maybe Channing Tatum.
Does Channing Tatum play Snake Eyes, or who does he play?
No, he plays a Joe.
Oh, he does, because I remember when the movie came out, he wanted to play Snake Eyes, but he doesn't talk. Like, why?
Dwayne Johnson's also in those movies.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I think he dies, or Channing Tatum dies. Someone dies.
I haven't seen.
But it would be nice to see Marlon Wayans.
Wait, he
to come
plays
back.
the Joe? There's multiple Joes?
Yes.
Well, the GI Joes.
It's G.I. Joe. I thought there was
That's the
one
name
Joe.
of the. No, that's the name of the organization.
Okay.
The Joe
Yeah,
is a soldier.
Yeah, so there's in the two movies there's a group of 5, I think. 4, 5.
I think the timeline is just so messed up to where I feel like it's just gonna blow up in their face.
That's why, dude, look, I'm grading this movie on so many things, and that's why, dude, that's what I'm saying. I can't believe you guys enjoyed it that much to give it a B+, just because there's so many issues with
B
this movie.
plus and a lot of entertainment. When you bring all this bullshit up, I mean,
No, I agree, but I'm not gonna. I'm not here to change your grades. That's your grades. I'm here to talk about Pete Davidson's performance, because I do think it was one of the best performances of the movie. I think this is his top movie, up there with New York, Staten Island, or something like that. I forgot the name of the movie.
I'd say Fast X is up there. You know.
Oh, he was he's been in Suicide Squad, and he's done like small roles.
he's done a lot of small roles. I will say that this being one of his bigger roles, even though it's just voice acting, it was one of his best.
It did take me out because I noticed his voice.
Yes.
I don't know if
he has a distinct voice. He has a distinct voice.
I didn't notice the voice.
He didn't even know it was him.
He doesn't notice any voices.
He's like, who's that?
Well, I knew he was in it. I just couldn't remember who the fuck he was.
he was
like Liza Koshy was
RC. Who?
So the
Liza Koshy.
Liza Koshy.
Yeah. Who's RC? Who's RC?
The motorcycle.
Oh, she doesn't have that many lines then, because I don't remember talking.
Yeah, she doesn't have a lot of lines.
No, I mean not like a.
No, I know. I was looking.
Not a lot, but I know she was RC, and I didn't recognize her.
I liked Ron Perlman as Optimus Primal.
He's
I like
always
that too.
Oh, yes. I thought you were talking about Optimus Prime. Like he's always played. He's no.
Peter Cullen. That's just.
Yeah. No, it was a great voice. You know who? Do you watch Ted Lasso?
Yes.
Okay, so I didn't know he was in the movie, but as soon as the guy started talking, I was like, who is that? Who is that? I know that voice.
Yeah, he's the van.
Danny Rojas, Football is Life.
The van.
Yeah, the van, the Mexican guy.
Yeah. Mexican man.
You're being racist.
He was like, "Where are you from? Like, where's that accent from?"
I don't know if it was Mexican accent, but
it's definitely he's Mexican.
Yeah,
so
that's like one of those like fresa Mexican accents.
It's like Guadalajara.
Yeah.
I guess not
the actor.
Guadalajara.
No, I was just gonna say the funniest looking Transformer, the Stratosphere. Is that what his name?
Yeah, the plane.
The big plane. I was like, what the? Like, why is this guy not fighting?
Oh yeah, the giant plane.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, just come in and just crash them, bro. What are
Kamikaze.
Kamikaze, bro. What are we doing?
Yeah, I like how he only had like 2 lines.
Do you guys know who Scourge was?
Scourge?
Yeah, he was. Oh, like who the
actor?
The actor? I couldn't tell you.
Oh, don't tell me. I was looking at it the other day.
He's very famous. He's in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Oh, Peter Dinklage.
Yes.
Peter
How do you know?
Dinklage.
Did you just from the voice, or did you?
A little bit of both. Bringing up, I guess, heritage. I guess there's a lot of Latin stuff going on in the movie.
There is.
You know,
I love it.
Puerto Rican.
That's why I gave it a C. It's gonna be C minus.
All of that. I mean, I really enjoyed it.
That's why I love Noah. Dude, Anthony Ramos, he did a great job. Maybe it's my bias, but I was
I liked Anthony Ramos too. That's why he was my
MVP.
MVP. I can't wait to see him in Ironheart.
Oh, me
That'll be
too,
good.
bro. It's gonna be great.
I hope so.
You know what really took me out though was I was telling him, we were talking about it before you got here. The humans and the Transformers, when they're together, just look off. Like every time the humans are fighting with the Transformers, or like
they just look out of place. Like it wasn't like in the Michael Bay movies where he's like running around and he's doing his own thing and fighting. These guys are just like running in the
middle of
background
it,
like,
bro.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna bring that up because in the Michael Bay movies, that actually looks out of place too. Like
I don't know. I haven't
when
seen
it gets
them
to the point where the humans fight alongside the Transformers, like when they were in Egypt. I was looking back at that.
I like that one because they're not like in the fight. You see them like trying to escape and they're hiding in like different nooks and
But
crannies.
they're in the same area, so
Yeah,
even then
but
it
it's
looks
not the same as this because they're legit like running like through their toes.
I don't know. It just doesn't look realistic for me because I'm like, bro, this spider or even the small spider, I'm like, would crush them like that. And this guy's hitting them with a vase.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, bro.
I think it was a fire extinguisher, but
Oh, was it? Either
or
way.
it was something.
It might have
yeah.
been like a statue since they were in a museum. I didn't really like pay attention to the prop he used. But I mean, I see them fighting the two little spider things because in the Michael Bay movie, Shia LaBeouf fought a lot of tiny robots.
Yeah, but they were tiny.
Tiny.
No.
If they made the spiders weaker and like challenging and like where they have to like put in effort, but they're not gonna straight up kill them, then yeah, I would believe it.
Well,
but
I mean,
these spiders look like they were about to like just like it look because they were breaking the glass, bro. I don't know if you remember that scene where
Well, he broke in through one of the doors, but and they were punching through the door. But I mean,
yeah,
it kind of looked like they were just chasing him. They never like attacked.
I don't know.
So I want to bring something up real quick because you said
Spike.
the museum and well, that too down the line, but it just popped up
I'm the
to my head.
line, my brother in Christ.
No, this is a big one. This is a big one. Should Bumblebee have stayed dead?
Yes. Oh my God. Let's talk about this. Thank you for bringing.
You told me you're like we already.
No, you're right because I forgot we were gonna bring this up. This is why I hated the movie. Everybody died and there was no consequences, bro.
But Bumblebee is like a major character.
Well, that's no question. Should he have
care.
stayed dead? Yes or no?
Somebody else should have died.
Look.
Somebody else should have died.
No, I actually agree with Adolfo. I think Bumblebee should have stayed dead.
I was really mad when they killed him. I was like, dude, how are you gonna kill Bumblebee? But as the movie is progressing, I'm like, you know what? At least I had the balls to kill somebody, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And then they were carrying out the corpse. Like they were just carrying. Imagine you're just carrying a dead body with
Yeah.
you everywhere you go, right?
Well, I mean, they do that in the Michael Bay movie.
I know, but I'm
Yeah.
just saying, like they're just carrying Bumblebee around.
Once I saw that, I was like, they're bringing him back.
Yeah, me too.
I was like, they're bringing
I
him
mean, I thought it was.
and it
obviously
ruined it for
gonna
me.
be big.
So I was like, okay, whatever. No, and it wasn't whatever. I really thought they should have killed him. So I was like, okay, whatever.
The
They
one
did
that
kill him. He should have stayed dead.
Yeah.
the one that should have
But
died,
go ahead.
should have died. I mean, I guess they killed the bird,
Yeah.
The Maximal.
the Maximal. But I mean, they should have killed off
Mirage?
RC or no. Oh, I mean Mirage too.
That's
But,
what I was gonna bring up because Mirage also died, bro. And
also
guess what
dies
happened?
and comes back being
And he comes
rebuilt.
back.
But like RC or
That's the end credit scene, by the way.
bus.
Guys. The bus?
the fucking minivan.
Yeah, it was a-
Volkswagen.
Oh, Danny
Yeah.
Rojas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
what his
the
name is.
VW bus.
the VW.
You think he
bus.
should have died? He wasn't even close to dying though. He wasn't nowhere
Yeah.
near the action.
I mean, neither was
They're in
RC,
the
but
middle.
they
Wheeljack.
should have been
Wheeljack.
Wheeljack. They should have been.
No, I want to talk about Mirage because dude, honestly, I will say it took me out of it. I did love the scene when so they harken back. This is a callback to the Transformers movie 1984 where Spike, one of the humans, uses the body armor and everything is fighting or whatever. And I thought that was really cool. I was like, damn, okay, they're giving my boy Anthony Ramos no idea some like a way to fight, right?
Yeah, his own suit.
And
he
you know
also
what?
looked like RoboCop.
Yeah, you brought that up. That was really funny.
It reminded me of RoboCop and like a ghetto version of Iron Man.
Yes,
You
yes.
see, so the CGI was really bad, but I didn't care. Like, this is a part where I'm like, oh, I didn't care because I thought it was cool concept, you know? This took me out.
I didn't like it at first.
This was corny. Let me just bring up the
Yeah.
thing that was corny. His little brother, when he's just talking to like the air or whatever into the microphone.
Oh, and he's looking up at the sky.
Yeah, he's like, you got this. We're family. I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah.
Something about.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I forget.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I
either.
was like, why? Like, I'm okay with him just saying it off screen and I don't see him. But when they cut to him, I was like, bro, this is a bad actor, bro. He's just like, you got this, Noah. You're the best. And I'm like, bro, I could have just heard it
It was
and it would have
funny.
more impact. Go ahead.
I don't know about bad actor, but
No,
I mean,
it was
he's-
bad
he's
acting.
like
I thought
five.
that was yeah. But
Oh, he's not like 5. Kalani's almost 5.
Yeah.
That dude's way older than.
that dude is an adult. No, he's like 11 probably.
Yeah,
but-
he's like 11. He's
Oh, real quick before I forget, do you think that they brought back Bumblebee because they're so scared of
Merchandise.
backlash?
I was gonna give them backlash no matter what, but I was gonna give them more props for keeping him dead.
Yes.
I was really. I'm telling you, I was pissed.
If they had killed him off for the rest of the movie, they're gonna bring him back some other time.
No, I was. If they kill him off for good,
I'm
like, I
just-
don't want to see him back in future movies.
Like once they killed him, I was like, okay, he's dead. Let's just keep him dead. I wouldn't prefer not to kill him. Like not even mess with that and just. That was such a dumb storyline with Bumblebee, bro. He did not need that. He's like he was out of the movie and he's a popular character.
Yes, he's
You know?
the most popular character
He had his own movie.
Yes.
Optimus Prime doesn't even have his own
Yeah.
movie, bro. Like what the you know, like or if we're gonna kill somebody, stick with your guns and kill Mirage.
It's 2023, and I still see people with the black stripes on their yellow cameras.
They should have. I mean, a lot of cars come like that.
Like
And
even
the
the
bird
new
came
ones.
back.
I'm like, oh, come on.
No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
the bird.
I just
was
want to
gonna
see
say.
if I could gaslight y'all into thinking. Like,
Go for it.
go ahead.
If they were gonna kill anybody off, it should have been Mirage.
You
Like,
think so?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I
Because
think
I mean, he was already there for
No,
good,
no,
like 4
I'm saying
minutes.
from
and-
the two characters that were dead, they should have killed Mirage.
yeah.
especially because it's Pete Davidson. Like, he's a great character, but like, why bring him back?
I don't see him sticking around for long either.
Yes. And also you have Noah. So between Noah and Mirage, you can kill off Mirage because Noah's still there. So he carries on that vibe, you know?
Yeah. I feel like killing off Mirage would have given Noah and Bumblebee like a better connection for them to like,
I think
for them to work together.
Bumblebee's just taking a back seat because now we're gonna get what Shia LaBeouf had with Bumblebee is what we're gonna get with Anthony Ramos and Mirage.
Okay,
Yeah.
but it seemed like the movie was trying to create a parallel between Noah and Optimus Prime.
Yes,
Because they were both
Oh, yeah.
leaders. They were both like brothers to like try and take care of people. So I was like, oh, okay, they're trying to make this relationship happen. So killing Mirage works because that brings them closer to Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime, yeah.
Let's just talk about the end. I want to know what you guys feel. No, because I hate this movie. Now, the
end?
more that we talk about it, as bad as the movie was, I do think it sets up for the franchise really well. The threat of Unicron is amazing. I think they did him really well. Like, it's really hard to make a giant
Planet-sized.
planet-sized, like what's his name, Galactus. You know,
Galactus.
looks
Yeah.
a little weird. They did great with Celestials, making them look big, but like not weird big.
Yes, that brings up what you brought up earlier. Where are we even gonna get a sequel? Because if we don't, then it's just another waste of Unicron.
No, I mean,
Another waste of Unicron. Waste.
I want to say there will be a sequel. Now they're gonna bring up another thing. Like there's gonna be something else that Unicron can come back with.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Because they destroyed the key, I guess. So what would be the next?
I don't know. So
Like what would be the next thing?
I think they might do what Michael Bay did in his last movie, where he directed,
Which was?
where Unicron was actually planet Earth the whole time.
Yeah, that's what I
Oh
was.
my God, was he?
Yeah, that's how the movie ends.
Which one? The last night?
The last night.
The last night or something like that.
I had never watched that, so I have no idea. So Unicron was the planet the whole time?
It was planet Earth the whole time.
he's a planet. He's
Not a planet, the planet Earth.
The planet Earth?
Yeah, because the
I
movie
need to
ends
rewatch
with
that movie.
the movie ends with the horns coming out from the sand in like Egypt,
That's crazy.
and they're studying them. They're like, we don't know what they are, but it's obviously Unicron. Like that's how it ends.
I think that's funny because it was Pangea at the time because it all revolves around the Stonehenge. It all rips apart. So wouldn't that like rip apart the?
Yeah, this is why those
Unicron
Michael Bay
robot.
movies are also just all over the place, man. Like, yes, that's how that movie ends. So I think if they go forward with the series, they might do something like that to where.
Maybe unless they bring up Transformers 2 where they have the pyramids.
Oh yeah, the pyramid was actually like
Like
a
the-
giant space gun.
Yeah.
Well, it was it took from the sun. It was like the
it
energy
took
from
the
the sun.
energy from the sun.
I guess I only remember the first movie and barely two.
Barely do.
I'm like, what the hell?
Dude, these movies.
I love how you said that. Like, yo, yeah, the pyramids, they were actually guns. Oh, yeah, Stonehenge, they were actually. like,
yeah.
No, I mean
What?
it wasn't a gun per se.
Per se.
You guys are funny.
It took the energy from the sun. And
Yeah.
then
Dude,
Long at it.
these Transformers movies are all over the place, bro.
they're over the place, but I mean somehow they're enjoyable.
Yeah, somehow they
I enjoy them. I
They
enjoy
keep
them.
pulling me back in, baby.
So yes, to answer your question, yes, I think Unicron will end up being Earth. going
No,
forward.
he's not gonna
What?
be
No,
Earth.
I don't know how he's gonna
They
end up
showed
being
him. Yeah,
He's bigger than Earth.
way bigger.
Is he bigger than
Yeah,
that?
did
Yeah,
you
I
not
remember
see him
that
coming down? That also pissed me off because like it got to a point where I was like, okay, well the Earth is fucked because everybody came through the portal, and I'm like, okay, they're fucked. Like they
Yeah.
can't,
Yeah.
you know. And then I don't know how they got out of it, but they got out of it.
Yeah, because I don't know.
Oh, because everything got sucked into.
Oh, yeah, everything got
got
sucked
sucked
back
into the
in.
wormhole.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
So
It's
it
crazy.
just kind of looked like the volcano was on fire, or like had erupted, I guess.
Yeah.
That's our review. Transformers: Rise of the Beast. If you guys don't agree with us, let us know.